Now, back to McGraw in the Morning on the Big 550 KTRS. This hour is presented by Collier & Thompson Kitchen and Bath. Visit them today at collierandthompson.com.
In her first memoir, Debbie, My Life, was finished back in 1988, but so much of her life has been lived in the public eye, she decided to write another book. Debbie Reynolds is called America's Sweetheart, and her new book is out, and it's called Unsinkable. The wild and crazy ride she has been on since she was discovered back in El Paso, Texas, so many years ago. Debbie Reynolds is going to join us here on the Big 550 KTRS. Do we have her? Debbie Reynolds, are you there? I got her. Now let me do this. Debbie Reynolds, are you there?
I'm right here. Yes, I am.
The book is called Unsinkable. Thank you for joining us, Debbie Reynolds. There is a famous picture of you here in St. Louis at the Muni on stage while you were performing Irene. There's a famous picture of you with an umbrella in the rain. They tell me you refused to get off the stage.
That's right. Well, who would? No one should ever get off the stage just because it was pouring down rain and we were eating bugs. But I felt that it was important to stay for the audience because they were putting their umbrellas up and they weren't going away. So the orchestra started to go away. So I said, no, don't go away. We're staying. We're going to do the show. So we went right on with the show.
You actually remember that performance here in St. Louis?
Oh, it's very, very, very memorable because it was pouring, and I couldn't believe the audience stayed. That's 18,000 people, stayed in the pouring rain. So I figured I could stay, so I did. I just didn't, I got soaking wet, but it was fun.
The show must go on.
That's right. That's showbiz.
Debbie Reynolds, our guest. The book is called Unsinkable. Debbie Reynolds, you and your daughter, Carrie Fisher, have led an interesting life, very much in the public eye. How painful is it? How painful is it to tell all the stories?
Well, it's mostly that it happens to you. It isn't that you tell the story. It happens, and people hear about it. It's not like we run around. Oh, listen to this. Look what happened to me. I mean, things happen to you in your life that aren't pleasant or that are very difficult that are given to you. That's a problem given to you. So I wrote a lot about it in my book because it's interesting. I must say I've had a very interesting life. I'm glad I led it.
Did you leave anything out? Was anything too personal?
I'll never tell you. Da-da-da-da-da.
It was worth a shot, wasn't it?
It was worth a shot. Well, everything's been interesting, especially my marriages, because I make terrible choices. So the marriages I did write about. So that's you'll enjoy them. Well, I mean, you're a guy, so maybe you wouldn't enjoy them.
Well, let me ask you about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills between you and Elizabeth Taylor.
Yes.
She stole your husband, Eddie Fisher, and yet ultimately you guys made up and became best of friends again.
Well, isn't that the smart thing to do? I mean, after all, Elizabeth is fun. We were friends when we were 17 in high school and went to school together at MGM Studios when all the big stars were the golden era. And then Eddie fell in love with Elizabeth because, well, her husband, Mike Todd, died in a terrible plane crash. And we were best of friends. So I sent Eddie to be with Elizabeth to console her. And so Carrie said, my daughter, who's a writer, she did a wonderful show here in New York, and she's just terrific. And she wrote that my dad went to console Elizabeth Taylor with his penis. Now, that's what she said. I didn't say that.
No, you did not say that.
No, are you going to bleep that?
No. This ain't. Why? No, why? That's.
Oh, you can say that.
You can say that. No, you can't say that.
Oh,
but,
I can. Okay, you can
but
say
your daughter can say that.
I see.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Well, so far, we're okay.
So far, we're okay.
Well, see, we have exciting things like that to talk about because Carrie's a wonderful writer, and she's written a couple of terrific shows, and we just get along great now. It took many years before a mother and a daughter get along great, but we made it. The Unsinkable Molly Brown. That's why I named the book The Unsinkable. I think it comes out the 2nd now. It's like at this moment.
Yes, the book is called Unsinkable. Debbie Reynolds, our guest. But you've actually done, I think, a service to quite a number of people, and that is people have had their best friends steal their husbands. People have had bad or terrible times with their children, and yet nothing has happened to you that you haven't been able to forgive and or get over.
Well, the word that you said that's right is to forgive and stand by. You have to be very strong, and after all, you have to be the tree. You can't be the branches. You have to be the tree, and you have to have strong roots to get through it all. You know, it's tough to. Life is not a bowl of jelly, so I have worked very hard with my children so that we're very close and that we share our pain and our good times and bum times. And so life hasn't been a bowl of cherries, but we have, after all, got it, and we share an awful lot of travel. I've been all over the world. My daughter's been all over the world. My son's a producer, and he's really Papa. He's Papa because, my husband's never worked out, so thank goodness I have a great son.
2 more questions for you, Debbie Reynolds. Your brand new book, Unsinkable. Before he died, I had a chance to interview Donald O'Connor. Tell me a story or two about him and Singing in the Rain.
Oh, he was great. Donald and I, we were closer in age. He taught me how to run up the wall and jump backwards. Donald comes from circus family, and I came from nobody in show business. So I had a lot to learn, and he really helped me. Gene Kelly was tough, but a great teacher, but Donald really helped me more than anybody, and Fred Astaire also.
Anybody who can teach you to run up a wall, I think, is a pretty good guy.
Run up the wall and flip backwards. So we both flipped out together.
Debbie Reynolds, our guest. The book is Unsinkable, a must-read. Now, you're also in this new HBO TV movie called Beyond the Candelabra. You're going to play Liberace's mother.
Can you believe that? Oh, Liberace, he was a good friend of mine. I loved him. Liberace was a great entertainer, brilliant pianist, and a wonderful friend. And I got to meet his mother in real life. And then they called me up, and Michael Douglas is doing did the movie, and Matt Damon. I mean, it's a great cast. We had a lot of fun doing it, and I play the mother, and the mother is from Poland, so she talks like this, very deep like that. You can't really understand her very much. And so she was great fun to do, put on the wig, and nobody knows it's me. So, but it's fun to do.
Now, in those days, you didn't talk publicly about Liberace being gay. Behind the scenes and off the camera, everybody knew, right?
Everybody in show business knew, but not in real life. He played to the women. He loved the women. He really loved women. It's just that he was not sexually attracted to women that anybody knew about. No, he was a very sweet boy. He loved his mama. And he loved women, like I say, but otherwise, to go take someone dancing, he never did anything in public. Everything was very behind the scene. And this movie is about his love life.
Right.
So it's a little bit racy for me, but it's a wonderful movie. So I was happy to be in it, and I was happy to do the part.
Debbie Reynolds, the book is called Unsinkable. Now, just so we're sure, you're not allowed to say the word penis. Only your daughter's allowed to say that word.
Okay. Carrie does that all the time.
Debbie,
she runs around town saying that all the time.
Debbie Reynolds, the book is Unsinkable. Thank you for the time, and best of luck down the road.
Thanks for having me. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Debbie Reynolds, the book is Unsinkable, one of the great American actresses, 8:30.